the Northwest Weather Podcast from Fox 13 Seattle.
Hey everybody, I'm Chief Meteorologist Brian McMillan here in our podcast studios with traffic guru Adam Gerke. This is episode 11 of the Northwest Weather Podcast. We're happy that you're here with us.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about a lot of things. Summer, meteorological summer, over, donezo.
Yeah.
We got some rain on the way, cooler temperatures on the way, but up until then, the smoke has moved in. Also, traffic projects, donezo for now, most of them. Maybe we'll get to Adam on that here in just a bit. We are going to start with a little look back, though, on summer 2025. Did you have a good summer, Adam?
Where did we come from? Where did we go? Yes, as a matter of fact, it was a great summer. We evaded smoke season for the longest portion of it.
We really did.
You know, these last few years, come August or so, that is when the smoke has usually settled in for like the last few weeks. So we always get that truncated summer.
Right.
But now, I mean, tell us about this.
All right. Well, let's take a peek here, and this we'll show you by the numbers. Okay. Orange means above average. So when we take all the high temperatures, all low temperatures, average them out over the months of June, July, and August, and then we compare it to the average. Well, we ran about a degree over what we would normally see for us for the 3 summer months, June, July, and August. August being our warmest month, or most warmest compared to average, okay? So slightly above average. The hottest day, if you remember July 16th, we hit 94 degrees, and we hit 90 degrees 7 times. Our average amount of 90-degree days is 4, and we did it 7 times. So yeah, certainly a warm summer for us. What about the precip? Okay, let's talk rain.
Oh, yeah.
June was below average. We were really worried that we're going to have a ton of wildfires because it was a very dry late spring, early summer. Usually when that happens, kind of dicey. July, a little bit below average, and then we did make up for it a bit in August. And I guess if you're going to make up for it in any month, August is the month to do that.
The rhododendrons in my yard, though, would argue and say, we didn't get enough.
Yeah, exactly. So drier than normal. We did have a 27-day dry streak in there from June 27th to July 24th. But up until really this week, we didn't have a whole heck of a lot of Puget Sound area surface smoke, and that was huge. I mean, that can really ruin a summer for us.
And there have been years we've had to put on masks, because it was so smoky.
And I don't think, if I'm trying to think back, we had a few days where we were in the orange on that air quality index. Orange is unhealthy for sensitive groups, but we never got to the point, at least for most of the Puget Sound area, where we were in the unhealthy or very unhealthy categories, unless you were out in Mason County near that Bear Gulch wildfire.
Which continues to rage on at this point.
It does. Now, this week we are seeing smoke. Okay, so let's get to that. We're seeing smoke move its way in. Where is all this coming from all of a sudden? Well, our weather systems are right now situated over us in a way. We have a low pressure system off the coastline, and it's giving us this southerly flow. High pressures overhead, bringing us that southerly flow too. It's kind of working together. So what we're getting is wildfire smoke from California and from Oregon, and it's swirling up here into Washington State.
No kidding.
This is the upper level stuff, okay?
We usually blame Canada for some of this stuff, but we can't do that. This is our own.
Right. This is our These are our own West Coast folks. Yeah. So Oregon wildfires, California wildfire smoke. That's what we're seeing in Western Washington. However, Eastern. So this is not going to have a huge impact to our air quality. Okay. Now, the surface level smoke, that does. Now, if you're watching this, light blue means, not very much smoke. And then that red color, that deep red color, that's a lot of smoke. We have 10 wildfires right now burning east of the Cascades, big ones above 100 acres. And those are pumping out a lot of smoke. So if you're looking, let's say from Crystal Mountain, you're seeing just really smoky skies right now as you look your way south toward Mount Rainier. We have a bunch of fires burning up in the northeast part of our state. So the whole, basically, eastern part of the state and central Washington is under an air quality alert for today, and I would expect this tomorrow as well, because we're going to continue to see that. So we'll be watching all the little air quality dots over the course of the next 48 hours here.
Sure thing.
But we knew this would come eventually, but now here it is finally towards the end of summer.
But thankfully we haven't really developed campfire nose, which is a thing. I mean that in previous years it's like, I can smell it. You get out of your car and you can taste it. You know it's there.
Exactly. So that's what we're looking at today. We do have red flag warnings in effect for the Cascades as well. Be really careful up in the mountains. That just means hot, dry, unstable atmosphere, breezy wind at times. Wildfires can spread really quick. Right. So be careful out there, everybody. On top of that, this is only going to last for a few days, okay? And before I get to my 7-day forecast, so we'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about traffic a little bit, because we had Revive I-5.
Sure did.
It messed with us for several weekends.
4.
Yes, it felt like 10.
Yep.
And so what traffic-wise have we done? What do we have to look forward to? And what is coming next year?
Great question. So let me set this up for you here as concisely as I can. What the DOT was able to finish up with was they got 20% of the bridge completed on northbound I-5. That leaves 80% to go northbound and 100% to go southbound. So we accomplished this much.
We chipped away.
We made a dent.
Yes, we made a dent.
So they accomplished that. They put in a number of new drains. They got some new expansion joints in. They managed to get, like I say, 20% of the bridge repaved. And you can travel across that now and go, hey, this feels great. If you're in the left lanes, you can feel it. It's nice and smooth. The rest of the bridge will be like that after 2026. So what are we looking forward to? We'll see more lane closures coming in the next year, 2026. There's going to be a few weekend closures coming up here still in 2025, but the real work begins in January. And it'll be January to June, then come the World Cup. We're going to see everything cleared off of the roadway, and then the World Cup happens, and then we're going to shut everything down again and put all the barriers back in place and then pick up the work. For the rest of 2026. Then 2027, we'll see the work all southbound. So we're going to see I-5 basically jacked up for the next 2 years. That's what I'm saying. And
but it's important work. We got to get it done, right?
Very important work. Because the Ship Canal Bridge itself was built in the late 50s, early 60s. Like I think it came on in like 62, right around the time of the World's Fair.
65 years ago.
Yeah, about 65 years ago. And so it's been standing there. It's had its own infrastructure issues. It's got pavement that needs serious rehab and help. It's had some help along the way, but this is the major treatment. So not since the late 50s, early 60s.
We got a couple more years of this, folks.
So that's a fun one. Another big one that's also percolating right now, and that'll be impacting us just south of the airport, is 509. There's a new 509 expressway that is being connected kind of near SeaTac, and it'll connect to I-5. It's going to involve tolls. The tolls will kick in at the end of September. Right now you can drive on it for free and get a taste of it. Ooh, you get a taste of it.
Ooh, this is nice.
This is great. I like this.
The first taste is free.
Yeah. Always. And then they keep you coming back with the tolls coming at the end of the month. And those kick in. But which by the way, if you are a regular user of that or going to be a user, the DOT and WashDOT is the DOT, WashDOT and Good to Go are giving out free Good to Go passes. You'll have to Google the WashDOT website for that exact location. But you can get a Good to Go pass to put it in your windshield, and that actually saves you a little bit of money. You can do pay by mail, which is a thing for a lot of people who use the toll, but that usually costs more.
No, get that Good to Go thing. That saves you money. I have one of those too. Yeah.
So those are some of the big things coming up. There's more to the south end. Pierce County is all going to be under construction through Fife as well. So bit by bit, we got a long way to go.
It's job security for you as we continue on with construction over the next few years. All right, let's get to our city of the week here. And here's how we play. Adam gives me clues on a city here in, I'm assuming, Western Washington. And try to guess before I get it. All right, let's do this.
So we will begin. This city is actually located in King County.
Okay.
Population of 12,543 as of the 2020 census.
Okay.
The plateau the city resides on was formed by volcanic mudflow of Mount Rainier.
Oh.
Yeah. So it is in the shadow of Mount Rainier. Through the 1880s and 1890s, the area was farmed for hops, which we desperately need for our beer. But when the hops crops failed due to pest and economic downturn, the residents turned to dairy farming, which has been the mainstay there ever since.
Okay.
Is this starting to...
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. The region experiences very warm but not hot, dry summers. Typically runs about 5 degrees warmer than Seattle in the summer and 5 degrees colder than Seattle in the winter.
So it is in the foothills of the mountains here.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Oh,
Yeah. The city is generally above the fog, while the area to the west of the city can see dense fog due to the proximity to the Green and White rivers as well as Lake Tapps.
Okay.
Snow is moderate, with a typical year seeing about 6 to 8 inches total.
It is.
Any guesses?
6 to 8 inches total. All right. It's not Auburn, is it?
No,
No,
'cause we
it's
already
not
did Auburn.
We already did Auburn. Is it? Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Here's another weather guess for you, or another weather clue. Recorded the highest wind speed for a community in the state of Washington during the bomb cyclone last year of 74 miles an hour.
Oh. Enumclaw?
You got
Got
it!
it, yes, baby.
I had one more clue for you. I had one more clue, and it was going to be where weather and traffic collide, because it actually comes from, now retired, near dear friend of mine. His name was Shane Cobain, traffic reporter for Seattle for years and years and years. And off air, he would always refer to it as Enum Scratch.
Enum Scratch.
And so that was, if you didn't get it after that, I had nothing for you. So
I love it. Okay, Adam, thank you so much.
Yes.
One more thing I want to show you before we go is your 7-day forecast, because, Adam, this might be it. 80s-wise, this might be it for the summer, okay? We got 3 more days in the 80s, today, Thursday, and Friday. We're recording this here on Wednesday the 3rd, September 3rd. Okay, and then on Saturday, things are going to change. We're going to bring back clouds, a chance of showers. I think Sunday and Tuesday could be our best chance for rain coming up.
So you're saying if my tomatoes haven't turned by Saturday, that it's time to just call them green tomatoes and fry them up?
That might be it.
Okay.
That might be it at this point here. So there you have it. Enjoy these next 3 days. I know it's going to be a little hot and maybe a little bit just like with the smoke and all that stuff. But get out, use the barbecue, enjoy time outside with friends. Things are going to be changing as we head into fall before you know it.
Almost like a light switch.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. All right, Adam, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us here on episode 11 of the Northwest Weather Podcast. We will see you next week.
Northwest Weather is available wherever you get your podcast.